What's up, guys? Just kidding. This is my go-to equipment when I'm doing like metal working and stuff. I got 3M work tunes. They're awesome. Bluetooth. I listen to music. And then I just got some DeWalt goggles, safety goggles. They work pretty good. But I've been messing around with the 3rd gen lately, and I took the 2-inch body lift off. So you got your body spacers, and then this here goes to the steering. That spaces that out. I took it out because I don't know, I don't like the body lift, and I kind of wanted to get it a little bit center of gravity again. So in order to do that, I had to cut the rock sliders out, and this is how it looked before. And I had just like a straight platform for the rock sliders, but this time I'm gonna go try to make the rock slider kind of sit out at an angle. Like, let's say this is the driver's side, I want to kind of pop it up like that. I've got to refab it all up because the 2-inch body, the rock sliders, fit one way. And then since I dropped the body 2 inches, I got to refab the mounting points. And I just have 2 legs on it, and they work pretty good. So already got everything cut off and grinded down. And I did throw some primer up here. Probably ain't gonna do any good, but I could tell from where I didn't really paint the rock sliders before I put them on. I put the rock sliders on and then just spray painted. I tried to tape up the 4Runner the best I could and then just sprayed them. It came out pretty good, but as you can see, I couldn't really get the inside so well because I had these rock sliders real tucked up with the body. So, and then I went ahead, I cut the welds off of the mountain feet, and I still got like a V in it. And then this one, I made slight like 30-degree cuts. So it's gonna go to the frame like that and mount it to the rock slider on this right side here, and then hopefully have the rock slider kind of tilt up. I think that style looks best, or either that's my personal preference of what I like. So wish I didn't have to do this, but that's how it is. I wish I had made up my mind on how I wanted the 4Runner to sit before I did all this. I'm in the middle. I'm trying to sell my front bumper, which is Addicted Off-Road, and then sell my rear bumper because they were all made to fit a 2-inch body. But I don't know. I'm trying to think in a better way of what I want to do with the 4Runner because I don't really use the 4Runner so much for off-road. I built it to do that, but because of work and everything else and just trying to make the time, I haven't been able to go to any trails or anything like that. So the 4Runner's been weighted. I have a Smitty-built tent for it, and I've had that up there, and I've taken that on and off with the tractor. So I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to make my own front and rear bumpers, and I'm going to try to just make them tubes. Try not to make them heavy because my rear bumper by 4 times is really heavy. And I got that. It's got a tire swing out. I've never had a flat, but knowing my luck, I'll probably get a flat now for saying that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just make a simple rear bumper. I had like a camp fold out table on the swing out, but I mean, you can easily just bring like a little bitty table and store it away in the rear or whatever. So, and right now, because of metal prices and stuff, everything's going up. So the rear bumper is like $500 to $600 worth more. And then the front bumper, I think I paid like $783 a couple years ago. And Addicted Off-Road selling it for $1,200, $1,400. So I'm gonna try my best to sell it. I hope I can. But if not, I'll just try to use that metal for something. I don't know. But I'm gonna go to the metal store sometime and pick out some steel and see how I want to do it. I do need a pipe bender, so that's on the list. And then I'll just make my own front and rear bumper. Until then, I'm gonna be riding bumperless, and it doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty cool. So if I get anything else, I'll try to record it. What's up, guys? I decided to pull the 4Runner in last night. I couldn't not do anything. I had already cut up the mounts and everything for the rock sliders, so pulled the 4Runner in, started working on it, did a lot of welding last night. The welds didn't turn out as good as I wanted to, but they're all right. The rock slider's not going anywhere. But I did exactly how I wanted on the rock slider. I got the driver's side one on, and I'll show you that in a second. But I made it to where the rock slider is kind of sitting up, and I didn't realize how tucked I made it. They're more closer to the frame and then more closer to the body than how they were last time. So this is how the passenger side rock slider looks with the mounts there, and it sits very flat. And if you come over here, see this one, I made it kind of sit up. It doesn't have like a drastic angle to it, but just enough. And then I didn't really realize how close I made it to the body, which is nice because you can open up the door and the rock slider is not all in your way if you have to reach in there and grab something. But I just have two, I don't know if it can focus. Just got two. I got one mount there and then one mount there, and it does pretty good. I got some primer on it, and then I have to paint it black. But the little kick out part right here, the door doesn't touch, even though it's right on it. It looks like it touches, but it doesn't. I'll go grab the key and let you see. This is what I meant right here. You can come up into the 4Runner now, and it's not bulging out. I think I had the rock slider like here last time, so it's a lot more tucked in there. And then for the rear door, she's really tucked in there. And if it does start hitting right in here, I'll just trim that plastic flare out the way. Touches a little bit, but that noise is just the seal up here. My seals at this corner here, they start touching. So that came out good. I really like the way this looks instead of the old set that I had. Alright, I got these corner lights for the Tacoma. These are the crystal clear depot lights that I've had with the clear reflector. And I saw that you can take some degreaser in a bucket, dump these in, and it would take the chrome out from the inside. And the one I saw, it only took like 5 minutes, but I've left this here for at least 24 hours, and it's finally eating the chrome out from the inside. And I really think that this looks the best. But these lights are really cheap. As you can already see, I've cracked these, so don't really care too much. You just dump them in the degreaser, leave them, and then it eats the chrome out, and then you run water inside of it and clean it out, and then let it dry out, and you'll be good. Working on my buddy's truck, putting new rotors and pads on here. We had a time and a half getting the lug nuts off. I'll show you why. The 4 lug nuts they come with, they look like this, and this outside is just an aluminum plate to hide the through lug nut. So inside of that, it looks like this right here, and this is steel, not aluminum. So what we're doing is we're taking the grinder and popping the caps off. That way then we don't strip or have to bang the lug nut out of the socket. So we got Smiley doing that, and we got old Mick drinking a Modelo. Hey.
Thank you.
Well, you got a bottle of water with your KFC?
Yeah, bro, trying to watch my figure.
You want a number 2 and number 12?
I want it all.
Just got doing a smoke test with my new machine I got. I already disconnected the battery terminals because I'm done. I ran this through this port right here for about 5 minutes, and the only spot that it came out was right here in the intake box. So sorry for the wind noise, but everything checked out pretty good. There was no smoke coming out of anywhere around the motor. I need to do this on the exhaust part to see if I have any exhaust leaks. Other than that, it did really good for the test. I'm gonna check the wick inside because I got some mineral oil that I suck it with, and I'm just gonna see what it did to it this time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open up this box. Oh yeah, not too bad.